Hello everyone, welcome to a sketchbook tour video. Initially this video was going to be a little bit longer, but then it kind of got out of hand and I had to cut the first sketchbook, which is probably for the best since it was from when I was in middle school. I'm excited to have you here though and go through some of my old art with you today. Let's get into it. So inside, first page, we have some little doodles of characters from an RP group I was in. They're very small. I draw very small, so we may end up kind of zooming in on things. Here are some sort of assorted drawings. This one says, "How do legs?" Very good question. Their little Macs. You know, the one thing about these sketchbooks that I'm kind of like realizing is that I use like no space. Like I'm not very good at using all of the space in these sketchbooks. Like so many wasted pages. This is a sketchbook where I'm going to be using a bit of Copic marker. I think at this point I was definitely being influenced by other artists that I saw on the internet, and I wanted my sketchbooks to be really like awesome like theirs. And so, oh, a flower, that's nice. I'm glad that didn't get moldy. I don't think I dried it properly. I can't imagine I would have. So like I was very influenced by artists who were, you know, doing all these beautiful things in their sketchbooks. And so I think this one you may see some of that. This is awesome. This is like a Gajinka or like a humanized version of one of my dragons on Flight Rising. I don't really play Flight Rising anymore. Every once in a while I'll go back and like binge. But this guy, that's so funny. I still have this dragon, actually. I'll put a picture of him on the screen, I think. That's fun. I like that. Oh, what's this? Oh, a character sheet. Look at this little guy. A gunslinger. Little guys. The Copic marker bleed has always been sort of prohibitive to me. I like alcohol markers. I like how like easy they are to use, but I do really hate how much they just like bleed through everything. Oh, Elliot from Stardew Valley. Very cute. And a snail that's house is like a wedding cake. Some more flowers. This one I turned into a dress. Oh, look at Max. He's so cute here. This, obviously you can see he's like become an adult man. It's so funny that I have so much art of this character because I haven't used him for anything in years, like years and years. So it is funny to see like just how much I drew him all the time when I was still like actually using him. Oh, a birthday card. Obviously a failed birthday card. I like this idea. It's very pretty. I wonder if I copied it from somewhere? Probably. The pansies are nice. Oh, a Leyendecker study. That's interesting. Didn't really turn out. His face is a bit smushed, but that's okay. Some little colorful drawings of characters of mine. This is Charlie. He's like a detective, and I don't remember this guy's name, but he was for like an RP group that I was in. Oh, here's some more Flight Rising dragons. So this is that pink one from before. I don't have this one anymore, I don't think. I like this guy. He's like a Valentine's Day dragon. I don't know if any of you play Flight Rising, but he's like a Valentine's Day hatch from like 2016. So I'm pretty fond of him. Here's a little guy. Shiny. Ooh. Here are some more little marker drawings, experimenting with different mediums, I guess. Oh, I like this little sort of Kirby blob. some guys, me making notes on how if you use like a colorless blender, you can kind of like get the Crayola markers to behave a little bit like Copics. I feel like I was watching someone's sketchbook videos where they would like color in the backgrounds. I feel like that's what's happening there. Oh, this is nice. A little like nature drawing. Watercolor and me are not close friends, but we are friends. I like watercolor. It's kind of the only paint I can stand. Although even then, I'm quite an impatient person, so me and watercolor don't always get along. This is a little guy, beat up, hand. I finished this drawing. I don't know if I still have the finished version of this. I like lined it and watercolored it. If I have it, I'll put it in, and if not, then I won't. But it was on my wall in my room for like years. So I hope I do still have it. If I don't, then I'll be a bit sad, actually. Here are some drawings of a little guy. I feel like I was trying to come up with a design for a Frankenstein, like my very own version of Frankenstein here. I think that's what was happening. Oh, Inktober day 3. So obviously very successful considering there were no other entries. I don't think I've ever successfully done Inktober. Some little guys. Oh, some spooky skeletons. Trying to learn a little bit about anatomy, perhaps? Oh, there's a poem here. I'll cover that up or blur it out or something in post. I don't want to share my poetry. Especially not the poetry I was writing in high school. That's embarrassing. Here are some little characters. This is a pretty good pose. Okay, more little characters. Yeah, I feel much the same. Trying to do like little Copic markers. This time I was also very into like noir detectives, so I think this was probably influenced by that. What else? Oh, Khajiit. These are like some characters I was playing in Skyrim. I think I still have this character's save file. A little elf archer. I should play Skyrim. A little guy. A little weird guy. He must be like a Pokemon or something. Cause he's so like weird looking. Oh, you know what? I bet he's like a Sableye. Cause he's got these little like not triangle, hexagonal little glasses and like a gem. I think he's probably a Sableye. I was really into Pokemon and Pokemon Gauging because at this time as well. Well, this isn't like half bad. Can you see this one? I feel like it's like far away. This drawing's not half bad. He's got his little fall front pants. Okay. Okay, sort of vaguely historical dude. I'm quite pleased with that. Sometimes, like, I think in every artist's life, there will be drawings where you, like, look at them and you're like, how did I do that? I imagine that was one of those for me at the time. A couple figure drawings. Oh, this is like a thumbnail. Wow, look at me doing thumbnails. This was like a thumbnail for a Secret Santa piece that I did for a friend on the internet. That's so cute. I remember drawing that. Oh, and the Nutcracker and Rudolph. So this is some Christmas art. Oh, his little blushies. This is very cute. I really like that. But that seems to be the end of this sketchbook. Yes. So on to the next one. The next one I think is from 2020. All right, so our next sketchbook is even smaller than the last one. You can see it's from 2020. This sketchbook has some style studies in it. I think some of them I will probably cover up because they're from artists that are not like working artists, and I don't feel super comfortable sharing their art. This drawing here, however, is of my and a friend's D&D characters from a campaign, And this is my character Edmund, and this is her character Sky. And Edmund was like a little sort of gentleman warlock, and Sky was a hippie druid, and they were collecting wood in the very first session to make a fire, and they had a very long conversation about it because Sky was very eager to tell Edmund all about the different kinds of wood in the forest, which exhausted him. But they eventually became really good friends, and this drawing makes me smile. That campaign was like a lot of fun. So it's nice to have like a little reminder of it. I should draw more stuff with my sort of D&D characters. Here are some OCs of mine. This is my OC Richard. I don't really use him for anything anymore, but he's quite cute. I like his design. This is my OC Nico. I think you'll see him in here a lot. Okay, kind of a glum chum, a glum looking guy. Okay, so this is also like another style study of Denis Baudard. He's a French comic book artist. I'm very like inspired by his Green Manor comics. I think there are some more studies of his art in here, and probably throughout the rest of my other sketchbooks. There's just something about his art style that really like draws me in, so you'll probably see more of these. Sort of a character lineup that is like completely illegible because it's so light blue. No character interaction. Oh, this is fun. This was me trying to come up with a new OC. So this is sort of like the design process for a character called Holtz. He is for Blades in the Dark. And I'm just like, I was like obsessed with him. And I finally got his design down, which you can see here. There's like a big check mark. I just was like, oh my god, I have to draw this old man. I have to draw this old man. And I drew him so much. I drew all of these in like one afternoon. And this one as well. And then I went back and painted it. This is my OC Ads. He's like a little sci-fi guy. Ads is short for Adam. He replaced his own eye with like a cybernetic eye, but he lost his arm in a elevator door related accident. He's from sort of like a very, very industrial planet, and they don't have a lot of great like codes, work codes, health safety codes, and the door like slammed on his arm and cut it right off. So he has a cool robot arm. He likes robots, so it's not so bad for him. Yeah, and here's another Holtz, looking suspicious. I gotta use this guy more. He's great. Oh, here's some swatches, some more Holtzes. I really like this one, his expression. He's so like smarmy. Holtz is like a sort of gentleman thief. He's wealthy, but he's like the second son of a wealthy family. So he didn't really have anything better to do with his time than to cause problems and get into trouble. In Blades in the Dark, I believe his class was like the spider, which is sort of like pulling on strings and things like that. So he's also kind of a guy who's like calling in a favor. He's a very interesting character. I think I should use him again. He's fun to draw because his face is so like gaunt. Again, another Holtz. Okay, you can see I was really... Oh, this is gouache. I have a love-hate relationship with gouache where I like how it looks, but I just hate using it. Here's some Nikos. Oh, this is my OC Will. Will kind of replaced Maxwell. Max as like my favorite OC to draw. So we'll probably see more of this guy later. But here's Nico. He's like an OC of mine who... He's a Vampire the Masquerade vampire, actually. He's a Toreador. He's also just kind of a funny guy. He runs a speakeasy. This is a cat. I think this is my OC William as a cat. So I guess I was still kind of on my furry arc. Every once in a while I'll draw like an animal or like a fursona or a furry or something. I don't know, it's fun. Here's some more Nikos, and a reminder not to paint on the side of the paper. I think it got really like blotchy. It's probably treated different. I love Nico, he's so much fun. These are some designs for a uniform for William for an RP group, I'm pretty sure. Here's a little Holtz trying out some various microns. This is another character from the same Blades campaign as Holtz. This is Heinrich. He was like a mad scientist and also kind of like Holtz's little friend. Here they are young, which is very cute. I also drew like a serval. Is this a serval or an ocelot? I think it's an ocelot with like little glasses. And yeah, so this is Holtz and Heinrich when they were like university students together. Heinrich wears goggles or like very dark glasses because he has scary eyes because he's like part demon. Pretty cool. Some random characters. This is Nico and his brother Carlo. This is definitely a Dennis Boudart like study, or like I took sort of the pose and put Holtz on top of it. So there you are. Oh, these are some mice. I was gonna run a game called Mouse Ritter, and I came up with this character for it just like when I'm about to run a campaign or like a new set of rules for a tabletop game. I like to make a character myself before I kind of like go through the motions of teaching it to someone else. I just find it a lot easier, and I love making characters. So here's my little mouse. These are from The Secret of Nim, little studies. I think I was like, I don't know how to draw a mouse. More Holtz. Some sort of guy. Some armor. This is, I don't know if you can see this page very well. Let me lift it up to the camera. Oh yeah, I don't think so. This is Alfred from Bloodborne. I wish you could see him better. He looks really good. And then some armor practice. I love Bloodborne. It's my favorite game of all time. I should draw Alfred more. I really like that guy and his big pointy nose. Oh, this is fun. Here are some drawings from Art Fight. I don't know who these characters belong to, but these are the sketches that I did. There's another one. Then just kind of some character, some guy. Here's Edmund. Oh, this is fun. This is Birdie. Birdie is a character from another campaign, a Call of Cthulhu by Gaslight campaign. I think these are some of the first drawings I ever did of him. His mustache got like a lot curlier as I went on, so these may be some of the earliest drawings I did of him. He's like a character I really, really love and had so much fun playing. So that's really fun. I didn't know that was in here. Oh gosh. Oh no. I bumped the camera again. And here's Ed. And here's like a little castle. I think this might be the end of the sketchbook. Oh, no, not quite. Some figure drawings. My OC Will is an otter. And then some more Edmonds and his pseudo-dragon. I love Ed. He's such a fun character. He's such a jerk. Some suits of armor. More suits of armor. Little guys. Drawing different head shapes. Some Edmonds. Here's like a Bloodborne character that I was playing as the first time I played through the game. Some figure drawing. Here's like a character design. These are some studies from like Disney hands. Oh, this is, okay, so this has to be from like 2021 at this point in the sketchbook, because this character I made in Red Dead Online, which I didn't start really playing until the pandemic. So these must have been from 2021. That's interesting. Here's some more Dennis Boudart studies. Here's me being mean to myself about my art. That's great. I'm gonna blur that out. Some more Dennis Boudart studies. I think I just really gravitate towards his art style, and I'm not like totally sure what it is about it that I like so much. I think there's like a lot of things about it that I like, and so I keep coming back to it as like a source of inspiration. Here's a birdie, more Nico, some little mannequin people, a mouse. This is that mouse character from before, Burdock. He's actually a rat and not a mouse. I remember rolling him and getting that he was actually secretly a rat. So he's like much bigger than all the other mice. He's kind of like a big barbarian roguish type. I like him as a character. Maybe I'll draw him more. I feel like drawing a mouse is fun. Some more Zachariah, trying to draw a dog. Oh, Pee-Pee. This is Pee-Pee. If you know him, you know him. And if you don't, well, I guess you'll have to find out. Here's some drawings I did at work. Here's some studies of Pride and Prejudice. The, like, I don't know when it came out. The movie one, not with Colin Firth. Some random Pinterest drawings and studies. A guy with a big nose. A classic. Another Holtz. A character design. More drawings from work. I think this was my friend's character, Oliver. Caustic from Apex Legends. I really liked him very much. This and this. This is my friend's character from Baldur's Gate 3, and this is my character from like the early access. This is my OC Neil. Here is, I think this is me and a friend's Bloodborne characters. Not sure. It's either me and a friend's Bloodborne characters or it's my Bloodborne character and Alfred. Unclear. More Dennis Bodart studies. You can even see here I wrote Dennis Bodart studies again. Okay. So here's some more art. I think I was probably trying to do some like face head studies here. These are some more studies just from like Pinterest. They're upside down, but you get the idea. Some random Pinterest studies. More random Pinterest studies. Trying to draw like larger bodies. Yeah, here are some like morpho studies from, I think it's Morpho Skin and Folds. I'm not totally sure, but that's what this is from. And same with these. This is Heinrich again. And then this is some fan art of the captain from Risk of Rain. I love the captain. He's such a cute little character. His design is so awesome. I should play Risk of Rain again. I haven't played since they like updated it and ruined it with the latest DLC. Some more drawings of Birdie, a little fancy guy, sort of like French Rococo fancy guy. Doing some more studies of like larger bodies. Some more Dennis Bodart. More Dennis Bodart. Here is another D&D character. Oh, I really like this puppy. Can you see it? Let me bring it closer. Let's get into this puppy. Very good. Very good puppy. Just some guys. I like this facial expression. And I think that's it. Oh no, it's not it. There's more. But wait, there's more. Okay, so I pasted in a bunch of stuff from other places, like work sketches and assorted other places. Oh, okay, so this is again my OC Birdie. I drew all of these. This is like an expression meme, and I drew the whole thing in like one day when it was like almost 50 degrees Celsius outside, and it was so hot, and I was just like on the floor drawing. I remember that. That was good times. Oh, what's this? These are like thumbnails for a comic. That's interesting. I'll have to take a closer look at that later. Maybe I'll actually go about putting that into fruition. But now that really is the end of this sketchbook.
Which also means it's the end of this video. Bye!